What's going on, guys? Messi here and welcome to a brand new video, and welcome to your daily dose of transfer gossip. And today is going to be Sunday the 19th of January. We have confirmed deals to go through as well as the rumours. So just before we get started, if you could do our good stuff by leaving a like rating, press the subscribe button if you're new, and press the bell notification next to it so you never miss an upload. My previous episode will be down below in the description box, and current schedule every day at 8 AM UK time will be a new transfer update. And finally, in the comments section below, what's your prediction for today's match between Liverpool and Manchester United? There aren't many confirmed deals to go through today, but first up is going to a youngster called Lang. He joined FC Twente from Ajax on loan for the rest of the season, and he actually scored a hat-trick on his first ever Eredivisie start for Ajax last month, and it happened to be against his new club FC Twente. And the next transfer was confirmed on Friday, and that is Ashley Young, and is moved to Inter Milan. It's from Man United, and the total fee is £1.35 million or €1.5 million, and it's a deal until the end of the season. But there is also an option to extend that contract for a further year, taking him until 2021. Brescia have signed Icelandic midfielder Birkir Bjarnason, and that's from Al Arabi on a free transfer. Gianluca Damasio has said this next one will be a confirmed deal very soon, if not already. That's that Napoli have agreed a €15.5 million deal. That's to sign Amir Romani from Hellas Verona. He'll sign a 5.5-year contract worth around €1.8 million per year, and it's a big profit for Hellas Verona because they bought him in the summer for about €2 million. The next story comes from France Football, and they're saying that Lyon are set to sign Karl Toko Ekambi from Villarreal at a fee of around €20 million. The club are optimistic of finalising the final details of the transfer this weekend, so by the end of today. That's so he could play in the Coupe de la Ligue semi-finals on Tuesday. Lukas Podolski tried to make a return to his former side FC Cologne, but the club turned him down, according to the Daily Express. The 34-year-old is currently playing in Japan for Vissel Kobe, and is currently looking to return to his homeland. Podolski wanted an 18-month contract that would see him take place in the squad, but alongside this, learn about the business side of the club, with a view of taking a further role after the contract ends. But Cologne, they are set for attacking talent. They don't need to sign any more forwards, and they're currently in the search or trying to finalise a move for a defender, and that is Benedikt Hervedez from Lokomotiv Moscow. Newcastle will finally firm up their long-term interest in Hull star Jarrod Bowen with a bid this month. That's according to the Telegraph. Mike Ashley has reportedly told Steve Bruce he is ready to back his judgment in the transfer window, and the 23-year-old has got 38 championship goals to his name since the beginning of last season, including 16 goals so far this campaign in 27 matches. Layvin Kurzawa has agreed terms with Arsenal over a 5-year contract for this summer transfer window. That's according to France Football. But the signing bonus has yet to be agreed, and it won't be happening this January like first thought, because the PSG manager Thomas Tuchel has come out and said that Kurzawa is very important to them, and they basically need him because they've got a lot of injuries in defence. Manchester United have made a bumper £25 million offer for Birmingham City wonder kid Jude Bellingham. He's only 16 years old, and that story comes from Sky Sports News. RB Leipzig are expecting bids for Arsenal target Dayot Upamecano during this transfer window, and that story is from the Daily Mirror. They don't really say anything else on top of that, but he has been linked to a host of different clubs so far, and the reported valuation is around £50 to £55 million. And next story comes from AS. They're saying Real Madrid are close to signing 17-year-old Reina from Flamengo. The midfielder left the Brazil under-23 squad recently to meet with the Spanish giants in the capital city. Madrid do need to wait until he turns 18 though before they can sign him, and he happens to turn 18 today. He will follow in the footsteps of fellow Brazilians Vinicius Jr. and also Rodrigo, who made the switch from Brazil to Real Madrid in the last couple of years, and the transfer is set to cost around €35 million. And now we have yet another update about Manchester United's pursuit of Bruno Fernandes, and there have been a lot of different stories that contradicted each other so far. Some say it's a done deal, others say it's very close to collapsing. But BBC Sport are saying United's attempt to sign Bruno Fernandes has now stalled because the clubs cannot agree a transfer fee. Other outlets are suggesting the current difference in valuation is around £8 million, and if it was that, you would expect that to be sorted sooner rather than later. And it is starting to look like a transfer saga that may go into the very last day of the window or very close to. which for United, considering they were very close to signing him at the beginning of last week, it really isn't ideal. And the next story comes from various reports in Italy, and they're saying Roma are considering a bid for Real Sociedad's Adnan Januzaj. That's as they look to replace the injured Nicolo Zaniolo. They claim the capital club are considering several offers though, not just Januzaj, and they're also looking at LA Galaxy's Christian Pavon and Xherdan Shaqiri from Liverpool. And speaking of the Shaqiri rumour, it comes from Gianluca Damasio, and he is saying that Shaqiri is a subject of interest from Roma. The two clubs have already opened talks over a possible transfer, with the Reds willing to let the Swiss international leave on an initial loan deal, but there would be an option or obligation to buy in the summer. Klopp did say a couple days ago in a press conference though that Liverpool's first team is very unlikely, or they won't be selling any first teamers, so if Shaqiri is loaned out, I can't really see it happening because Klopp wants as many players possible to be available. That's in the final run-in in the Premier League and also a run in the Champions League. Valencia have made contact with AC Milan over a potential move for Spanish winger Suso, and that story is according to Marca. The 26-year-old has played 17 times for Milan this season, but has found the net just once. And he was linked to Roma as part of a swap deal for Cengiz Under. So Roma are looking to buy a new player, and Milan are looking to sell a player. Paris Saint-Germain have been in contact with Ajax star Hakim Ziyech, according to SoccerLink. Arsenal, Tottenham and Bayern Munich have all been linked to the attacking midfielder recently, but the French champions are sounding out his agent and could be able to make a move for him very soon. Or they could be set to make a move for him, shall I say. They haven't mentioned how much it would cost to buy him from Ajax, but he's been linked to a move away now for about 2 years, but nothing's happened. Ziyech has proven that he's more than capable to play on the bigger stages because he's done so in the Champions League the last couple of years, where he has been very, very impressive. The next story is from Bild, and it's a very short one, and they're saying Leroy Sané has changed his agent. That's to help improve his chances of joining Bayern Munich in the summer transfer window. There were rumours in England a couple days ago suggesting that Sané was having second thoughts about going to Bayern and was instead thinking about extending his contract with Manchester City. But elsewhere in Germany in particular, they think he will be joining Bayern Munich in the summer, and it's more of a question of when, not if. Bleacher Report are saying that Barca are showing an interest in making a move in the summer transfer window, and that will be for Leicester centre-back Söyüncü. The player seems willing to consider all options at the end of the season, and there has been a lot of interest from Manchester City and Arsenal. But the player himself has said on Sky Sports News, "I'm a Leicester player and I'm giving my best. I've done that for every team I've played for. I'm just trying to give my all. Yes, I'm happy. This feels like home." Now, it could well be a different situation if Barca do come knocking on Manchester City, because realistically it's very hard to turn that down, especially if you are considered as part of their long-term plan. But again, you could also have the argument that he's very good right now for Leicester City. He wants to stay there for a couple more years to develop even further. AC Milan are interested in a move for Juventus midfielder Emre Can, according to Sport Media Set. The German midfielder has been into a move away now for a couple months, especially since September, and that's when he's left out of the Champions League squad for Juve. But so far, he hasn't really made a switch anywhere. But Milan, if they are to make any transfers, they pretty much need to sell the likes of Suso or Frank Kessié to fund any more deals. But for Emre Can, he may opt to stay in Italy to go to AC Milan, or he has got offers on the table apparently from PSG, even United, and a couple of teams in Spain. Juventus and Barcelona are in talks over a swap deal involving Ivan Rakitic and Federico Bernardeschi, and that story comes from AS. I did read a couple days ago that Juventus are looking to move Bernardeschi on because of his poor form so far this season, whereas for Rakitic, his future at Barca has been up in the air now for a while, and it's pretty much ever since Frenkie de Jong joined from Ajax. Obviously, there is quite a large age difference in the players, and for Bernardeschi, he's a lot more versatile than Rakitic. But he's usually linked to likes of Inter Milan instead, or PSG, so Juve making a swap deal for Bernardeschi going the opposite direction, it might not be a bad option for Barcelona. Real Madrid are ready to launch a summer raid for Kylian MBAPPE, according to ESPN. The World Cup winning forward remains on the books at Paris Saint-Germain for now, but Los Blancos are preparing to step up their long-standing interest in the summer window. Now, it would probably be a world record fee, surpassing the fee that PSG paid for Neymar from Barcelona, which is around €222 million. But that fee could be brought down massively by offering players in exchange, because if you think about it, 222 million euros plus on the books, it may be pretty difficult to comply with financial fair play. But if they maybe offered, like is brought up before, the Vinicius Jr. could be going to Paris in exchange for Kylian Mbappe and a bit of money, that would make more sense. And now we have another PSG story, and this one comes from Foot Mercato. They're saying Paris Saint-Germain are looking to entice Kalidou Koulibaly away from Napoli, that's by offering him 12 million euros per year as a salary. The French champions definitely aren't the only team interested though, because the article does mention Manchester City, Manchester United and Real Madrid. All three clubs are also monitoring his situation. But PSG Sporting Director Leonardo met with the Senegal international's agents this week, that's to discuss his salary. And it is probably a matter of time now that Koulibaly does leave Napoli, as I think he's like 28 years old or 29, I could be wrong though. So the big move, it will happen very soon in my opinion. He has got a lot of offers it seems though, PSG, Man City, Man United, Real Madrid, pretty much all the top teams want him. But that, guys, is going to be it for this video. So if you could do that good stuff by leaving a like rating, press the subscribe button if you're new, and press the bell notification next to it so you never miss an upload. Yes, this episode will be down below in the description box. At current schedule, every day at 8 AM UK time will be a new transfer update. So thank you for watching this video, I'll see you next time.